Today we're going to be working on a little quick kind of craft for Easter. I know with everybody being locked in, things are hard, and I like using, things that aren't necessarily made to do a certain thing, like recycling things and using things for other things than they're intended for, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. So I have this bag, and I like to keep the bags that I get for birthdays and reuse them. But this one from when I moved was bent a lot, and I thought, well, I really like all these little like polka dots here. And this part to me up here is really, really cute with the little flowers. And for a doll, you cut out little strips. You can make these into baskets or little crafts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be cutting this up. I just deconstructed this bag. You can see here's the handles and everything. And it had this bow that was on it. And I think what I'm going to do with this is cut this up into smaller pieces and make that like the bag filler or like basket filler, because I'm going to make little baskets for my dolls for Easter. So that's how I'm going to start with this bag to make some cute little paper crafts. You're going to need, you can use construction paper, whatever you have on hand, so you don't have to go anywhere. But I'm sure most people will have at least one or two old, like, gift bags that they could use. And this is a really big one. See how big it is? Like, once I deconstructed it, like, I have all this paper to use. So what I'm going to do is to make the crafts, you're just going to need some glue. And I'm going to use, like, the E6000 because this paper is shiny on both sides. So that's why I picked that. Otherwise, you could use hot glue or Elmer's glue or even a glue stick if you decided to do this with like little cardstock pieces. You could use a glue stick for that. And you just need, a decent pair of scissors. These cut pretty well. These are my kind of all-purpose everything. I don't care scissors. I'll cut anything with these. And then I have better scissors for, like fabric and whatnot. But that's all you're going to need is just some scissors and some glue and some cute paper or a bag that you want to either recycle or use to make today's crafts. After I broke down the bag, the next thing I did was right here had this strip, which I thought was a perfect length. So I just cut this square, or rectangle actually, from here. And then out of that, I made 8 strips. I tried to make them as even as possible, but I don't really have a cutting board, like the little rolly mat yet, or like the easy like cutter. I am going to get one. I saw one when I was out last week at Sam's Club, and they have a little kit, and I'm going to get that because I love paper crafts, so I'm definitely going to get that. But I really don't care that they're not exactly perfect. Like some people that bothers, like I don't want them to be like obviously wonky or anything. I want them to be straight and as close to the same size as possible so that the basket can be even. But like, don't stress yourself out if they're not all exactly perfect. And this is how you start. You cut the 8 strips, and then what you want to do next is start gluing them together. And I'm going to show you that in a second. Next, what you're going to want to do is take your E6000 and glue all of your 8 strips into little cross forms, like this. All of them are in little cross forms, so I did all 8, so they should all look like little crosses. And that's what you do first. After you've made all your strips into little cross pieces, what you're going to want to do is you want to lay down your first one. Then you're going to want to lay down your second one like this so that it makes kind of like a star. And you're going to want to glue those two together. Then you're going to want to take your next one like that and then glue that one on top. And I think I'm not going to need my last one, so I think you're only going to need 6 for this because it's going to be a smaller basket. And I have made baskets before and used 8, but they were a little bigger. So I think 6 is going to work better. for this one because I want it to be small for the dolls. So that's how you start. You glue it down like that. And then what you're going to want to do next is take something circular about the size that you want it. I'm going to use this lid because I think this lid is about the right size. So I'm going to take this lid, trace around it, and cut it out on some cardstock. And then I'm going to let you see what that looks like when I'm done with that. I used my pencil and I traced around the little lid and then I cut it out. And here's what it looks like. It's not real thick. It's like a thinner piece of cardstock. It's from the, you know me, well, if you've watched my videos, you do. I'm going to use everything that I can. And this was the little like bottom thing in the base of the bag. Sorry that came out so weird, but that's what this was. So I'm going to use this. I've glued all these together, but I did it face up so you could see the color. But in actuality, what I'm going to do is flip it over, and then I'm going to glue this little circle in the middle, right like that. That's the beginning of your basket, and then you start to weave from there. And I'm going to let you see what that looks like after it's finished. I've glued the little circle down with my strips, and the next thing you want to do once you get it this way is bend all your little strips up like that. You want to take and just bend them towards the middle, not too hard, you know, just enough to get them to stand up so that they start taking the shape of the circle. You want to go all the way around, bend them up so that it looks more like that. And what I do when I'm making a smaller basket is I take and I'll just kind of pinch like that. And I'm filming one-handed, so that's why I had to do it that way. But normally I would just use both hands. But see how it takes the shape of the basket better when you do that? So then you have a nice, easy base to start with. What you're going to want to do next, which I didn't say yet, but you're going to want to cut some more strips, and you can do it in the same color or you can do it in an opposite color. And what I did is I picked these little dots, so it's going to be these little pinky dots with these little white background, pink, purple, burgundy dots. And what I'm going to do is start it, but I can't start it one-handed, so I'm going to pause and get it started and then show you where to go from there. First, what I did was I picked the spot I was going to start at, and then I took my little strip, and I'm trying to remember where I started. There's where I started. I glued it right there to start, and then I did the end, you know, do one, skip one, do one, skip one, all the way around. And then when I got around to where I started, I trimmed it off and glued it down. So now you can see kind of what's happening. You're starting to get that little baskety thing, even just with one strip. There we go. Now it's in focus. See, you get that little basket thing with just the one strip. And you're going to want to push it down a little so that it stays closer to the bottom. But it's okay if it floats around like that. You know, because you can always just shove it back down. And it's going to be a little, like, unruly when you first start trying to get it. Sorry, I have glue all over my fingers, but I am doing a paper craft. You know, once you get a couple layers, then it'll start making more of the shape, and it won't be so, like, you know, floppy. But it comes along pretty fast. What you're going to want to do is glue the end down on the opposite one. Like, so you're going to want to pick one that you skipped the first time and start there and glue it. And then you're going to want to weave it in the opposite way. You're going to want to do one, skip one, but in the opposite order. See how it kind of makes the little checks? And then you just go around like I did before. I stopped so that you guys could see. You know, I am actually weaving this. I just don't have, for where I'm at, for where I'm filming, I don't have my regular setup, and I just wanted to do this cute, quick paper craft to show you guys while I'm watching TV. So I don't have my regular setup, so I'm watching TV doing this. So it's a little different. Sorry about that, but you guys will get the gist. It's pretty simple. I just love doing cute little things like this because I can see it taking shape, and it's already, in my mind, going to be super cute. So I can't wait for it to get done. So I'm going to keep going, weaving every other one until I get it as tall as I want, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like after that. So hang on for that. Okay, I've got the basket pretty much as tall as I want it. It's a little bit taller than I meant for it to be, but I think I'm going to do multiples and different sizes and widths and things, but this is how you do it, and I wanted you to see how it looks right now. The next thing I'm going to do is see how my tops are, and then you're going to want to fold these over and glue them down. And that's what I'm going to be doing next, just folding them over and gluing them down. And I'll let you see what it looks like after I'm done. Okay, so I completed folding all of the tops down in and gluing them down on the inside of the basket. Then what I did is I cut some purple from here. I cut a strip and I bent it in half like that so I could know that it would fold over the edge. And all I did was glue it down around the top. And what I'm going to do from there is take my scissors and make little cuts around the top, relief cuts, so that it'll fold in nice, and then fold this down like that, you know, all the way around, of course, but it'll be folded down like that, and then I'm going to glue it. So I'm going to show you what that looks like when I finish. I made all the little cuts, as you can see, and then folded down the top. So now it has a nice little purple band. I just thought that was a cute accent from all the pink and whatnot. I know I love pink, but I wanted this to have more contrast. So I put the purple on there because, I mean, these are so Eastery colors. I love these colors. These are so cute. That's why I picked it. But there's that part. And then what I'm going to do, see, there's the bottom. I love the little cute bottom. I took my strips and cut them down skinnier like this. And I twisted one of the white ones and one of the pink ones together and kind of made it, you know, twisty. I was going to braid it, but this paper didn't really want to braid. So I just kind of did like a little weavy pattern. And what I'm going to do is, this is going to be the handle. And I'm going to glue it, you know, like that on one side. And then, you know, on the other side, so that it's got a handle. See, once it's glued in, I'll show you, but that's basically what I'm going to do for this little basket. And when I'm done, I'm going to let you see. And now I've glued on the little handle I made. I think it looks super cute. I love this little silly basket. I think it's adorable. I can't wait to fill it. What I'm going to do next is take this ribbon that's on the top of the bag, and I'm going to chop up little strips of it and use that as my filler. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to make a couple more cute little baskets, and then I'm going to show you what they look like with the dolls. So hang on for that. And now it's time for the reveal. I hope you guys enjoyed this paper craft. I really did. I did my big setup here, my Eastery setup, because I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to finish the big video, the big project that I was working on behind the scenes for y'all before Easter. So I just wanted to have a cute, happy, fun kind of Easter setup so you guys could have something joyful to look at, you know, in these crazy whatever times that are going on. I really don't want to talk about it, I just want to, you know, do doll things and let that be that. And whenever it's over, it's over. So that's what I'm trying to do. I really had a fun time making these. They turned out really, really cute. I ended up making more than just the one, but I only showed you guys how to make the one, because if you can do that, you can do anything. And that's basically what I did here. I don't want to, there we go. I was gonna say, I don't want to dump everything out of the basket, but I wanted to show you guys that I did the bottoms of the basket to make them cute with the opposite paper. And down inside this one, I just did like cut up confetti from the ribbon. And I also used, I thought this was a cute idea. I had a wrapper. It's kind of hard to see. Here, let me put this down. I had a wrapper with Easter candy in it. I don't know if it's going to let me show you enough. There we go. Just so much glare, it's hard to tell. See it there. The, pretty, like, purpley, you know, it looks like an Easter egg. And so what I did was, it was a shiny wrapper, and I just cut it out. I cut it out first, and then I glued it to the cardstock. That way I could use them in the basket as little, like, eggs, like Easter eggs. I love this basket. The square one's my favorite, or rectangle one, I guess. Whatever. I also used a little Cadbury box that I had kept for this occasion. And I cut out the tiny little, like, Cadbury's from it. And then I used that to go in here, because I thought that would be cute, you know, because I had bigger plans, but, you know, with everything going on, I couldn't really go out too much and get what I wanted to get. And all of my craft stuff is kind of like, you know, in disarray for moving, which you all should know if you've watched any of my videos. I'm trying to put this back the way I had it, which I'll probably never get it back that way, but, you know, this egg you can see better. See? The other ones, it's harder to tell because they're lighter colored, but this is what they looked like, and I just cut them into little, you know, glued them on to white cardstock because it was like a really thin, but I just thought it was pretty, and I thought, you know, instead of trying to make a bunch of things really small that I could do things like that, I had planned on cutting out some more things from packaging, like this, like the little Hello Kitty face and whatnot, and putting them in the baskets. But I ran out of time, to be honest, because I've been doing so much around the house trying to get things together. But I just thought, you know, these cute little paper crafts, and I did the same thing to this bottom. I put like a flat, you know, from the bag. And here's the bag. I wanted you guys to see better and closer up. It's plastic coated on both sides. So it worked really well, and see how movable it is, but it was really sturdy, you know. It didn't rip real easy. So that's how I was able to make these bags. If you have a bag that's more paper-like, it might not work as well for you. But, you know, I just thought that the colors of that bag were absolutely perfect for Easter. And I love paper crafts, like I said. So I just thought that would be adorable. And this is the one that I did in the tutorial, and I love it. I love how tall it is. And there you can kind of see the eggs. It's kind of hard, the silvery, purpley ones on camera, but in person it looks really cute. And this one's a lot easier. See, I used what I had, the bag, and I thought that was adorable, and it worked out that this little design, when I cut it down, was the perfect size to cover the bottom of this. And I just used the curling ribbon, like I said I was gonna. I chopped it down into smaller bits, about like that, and just put them all down inside for basket filler, and I thought that was adorable. Each basket is different. I used different parts of the bag for each basket, and this basket I was actually able to braid, because I cut the strips down super skinny, so I was actually able to braid for this one, like the handle. The other ones I just kind of like wrapped around like that because they were thicker. But with this basket, I did everything a lot thinner, and I love the way this basket turned out. And all I did was the same thing that I did for the circle basket. I cut out a rectangle, and that was my base. And then I just laid strips, you know, so that I could weave and push them up and all the same things. That one, I meant to do like an oval shape, but it came out more like an egg shape, and I just thought that was perfect because it was Easter. So I was like, oh, okay, this works. But see, I cut out the little bunny from the packaging on the Cadbury, and it's like the perfect size. So like there's a lot of things you can do and get from packaging that you don't necessarily have to, you know, if you're not good at like drawing things or coloring things. I was going to make all kinds of things like chocolate bunnies and stuff, and I just didn't have my paint to paint them. And, you know, like I said, I kind of ran out of time, but, you know, life happens. I was just trying to get everything set back in the basket. I just really love these baskets. I think they're adorable. They were super easy. You know, they took some time to weave and cut. The cutting was the hardest part. And like I said, once I get my little cutter, then it won't be so hard. And I can do a lot more paper crafts for you guys because everybody has paper. Like I could have used these bags if I wanted to. I could have cut these bags up, but I just bought these for background and cuteness. But you guys saw those in a haul. This is a little card. I just thought this was cute. It came before Easter from my mom, and I thought the colors were perfect. And I love the sparkly and the little duck, so I thought that was cute. So I added that into my little background. And now this, the egg will probably fall out, but you guys might remember this was my little, like, from Dollar Tree bunny in the little packet. And I took one of the eggs and just kind of like gently placed it in between the feet so that it would look cute. So I just thought that was adorable because, you know, Easter bunnies. I still think I want to paint this bunny like a little, like maybe some light brown accents or something, so it's not so all one color, because he's hard to see there. Like I thought he'd be easier to see with the little egg, but he's hard to see, you know, unless you put something like behind him, then you can see him. But anyway, I got this, if anybody's interested, at Walmart, before all the craziness happened, when they first started putting out everything, and I thought it was adorable. I love pink. I love felt, little cute felt things, and this is just so cute to me and so Eastery. And I honestly don't just have it out for Easter. Like, I've had it on my like bedside table since I bought it, because I love bunnies and I love pink, and this is just too cute to me. So, you know. But I did buy it for like to be part of my decoration intentionally, but I knew I would keep it and like it because I thought it was so cute. And I just picked these three cute girls because they looked kind of Eastery and springy, you know, with their pastel outfits and stuff. They looked like they would be going somewhere for Easter, you know, in the nice Easter dress. So that's why I did that. But that's everything for now. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it brought you a little Easter, like that little Easter feeling, because this year's, you know, definitely not going to feel like regular Easter for anybody, I'm sure. But I just wanted to do something happy and kind of fun and easy to take our minds off things. So that's what I did. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I miss you guys. I'm sorry that I'm not posting more. It's just harder for me now because I'm trying to clean more and get more things organized, so that like once all this crazy is over, that I can have things how I want them, and you know, stuff like that. But anyway, take care everyone. I hope everybody is happy and healthy and safe. Big shout out, new subscribers. Thank you so much. Subscriber love. You guys are the best. I really truly mean that. I'm not just saying that. I think you guys are great. I think it's absolutely amazing that you guys hit the button and clicked yes for me. I just think that's so cool. So thank you for that. I hope you have the absolute best Easter Dolly day that you can. I hope that you can have a smile in this weird time, and I hope that my little crazy dolliness brought you some happiness today. So thanks for being with me. That's all for now. Happy Easter to everyone. Take care of yourselves. and I'll be here doing dolly things. Bye now.